Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, your Stampin' Chick, here with another Make It Monday. How are you today, my friends? I hope that you're having an absolutely fabulous day and that your weekend was amazing. It was beautiful out here in East Tennessee. The weather was utterly amazing. It has been really shaping up to be a fabulous springtime. And we have really enjoyed getting outside and working in the garden and just enjoying the beautiful weather. So I hope that you've been able to do the same. Thank you so much for being with me today. Today's project is going to be this utterly adorable little mini notepad holder. So I love this little project. It looks like a book. I just love that. And of course it is so pretty. I really just love this project. It's super simple, super easy to do. And I'm going to show you how to do it. And the notepad just lays inside there, so it's very easy to replace it when it runs out. Just pop the new one in there, and there you go. Now, I found the notepads at the Dollar Tree, so you get a pack of 4 for $1, which is super fabulous. And the total cost of this project is maybe $1.25. Okay, so actually that would be for 4 of them. So very inexpensive little gift, super fun project. Let's get started. All right, the things that you're going to need are a sheet of designer series paper. This is going to measure at 2 1/4 by 7 1/8. And then we're going to score it at 1 5/8 inch, 3 3/8 inch, 3 3/4 inches, and 5 1/2. Now don't worry about writing these down because this is going to be in tomorrow's blog post. So all of this will be laid out for you and you'll be able to see it there. And then the other thing you're going to need is a piece of coordinating cardstock. This one measures 2 3/8 by 2 7/8. And then I've scored the whole thing at 3/8 inch all the way around. Okay. And then you need a little scrap piece of the coordinating cardstock. And I cut this out using the layering circles dies. And then you're also going to need a 1-inch punch, a scrap piece of white cardstock. This is going to be for our sentiment piece we'll put in here. A piece of ribbon measuring, let's see, shall we? 12 1/2, 13 inches, somewhere in there. And then, oops, sorry. And then whatever stamp set you're going to use for your sentiment. In this case, I use the All Adorn Celebration stamp set. So this is now no longer available, but that Lots of Love stamp was more than I could stand to resist, because it fit just perfectly in that 1-inch dot. So, of course, there are lots of other stamp sets that you can use, and you're welcome to use whichever one you want to. In fact, you could use a different shape altogether if you wanted, or whatever. Of course, it's your project, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, let's get to this. What we need to do first off, after we've got our pieces cut and measured, we need to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. Whoops, trying not to bounce the table. There we go. And give it just a little press down. There we go, very nice. And our 1-inch punch. get that out of the way. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of the liquid glue. Swirl that all the way around there, just like so. Come here, you. When they're that tiny, it's hard to get a hold of them. Alright, and there we go, nice and easy. Oops, don't slide on me now, friend. Make sure it didn't leave any adhesive along the way. Nope. Okay, we are good. Alright, now, I don't know about you, but I use every single scrap of these dimensionals, and so I cut along the edges and use those pieces as well. I know you probably do too. And I'm just going to bring, oops, I don't need all of it, just this big piece here, and I'm just going to stick one on the back. Excuse me. Excuse me again, I'm so sorry. Alright, now we've got that ready to go, and we're going to leave the back on there until we get our box assembled. Now, I need to get my bone folder, and I'm just going to give these a nice crease all the way around. You know, with the springtime and its beautiful, fabulous weather and all of the flowers and all of the pollen, I will be in allergy season from now until August. So I apologize for the sneezes and the congestion, but you understand, I hope. Alright, now we're just burnishing down all of these lines. And I'll talk to you just a little bit about the cover itself here. Okay. Now, as you may have noticed when I was scoring or burnishing down the lines, right there you can plainly see is the spine of your book, right? But then you have this piece, and you think, why on earth do we have that? Well, it's because we double it over. If you can see here, we double this over so it's really nice and sturdy. It actually is a very, very sturdy little box. And so the way that we're accomplishing that is by doubling this over. Okay, now, we're not going to glue this down just yet. I'm going to take my handy dandy Crop-A-Dile, which if you just have the 1/8 of an inch punch, you can use that. I didn't get the 1/8 of an inch punch because I already had my handy dandy Crop-A-Dile and it has one on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 1/8 of an inch punch and we're just going to punch a half circle right here. Okay. So I'm going to just line this up and give it a little punch. Now you'll see, there we go, that I didn't punch the whole circle, and the reason is because when we open it, it makes a plenty big enough circle, okay? And so then you want to do the same thing on the other side, and if you're persnickety, you can just line the two up and do it side by side. Just totally okay. And then they're both lined up. And you have your circles on either side. Okay. Now from here, you're going to take your ribbon and run it through, let's see here, run it through one side from the back to the inside, and then you're going to pull it across the back and then run it back out to the front. All right, so now let me do that. Okay, Alright, so now your ribbon is going to be on the inside here. Now, you don't have to do it this way. You could just have two separate pieces and glue it down right here. But I like just having the one piece there. It just keeps it more sturdy, and you know that the ribbon's not going to fall out that way. Alright, now I'm going to put a generous amount of the liquid glue on the first flap here. Alright, and then I'm going to just hold the ribbon down flat and press that side down. Let it hold for just a second to give it a nice good take. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay. Pull it snug and close it down. Now the binding of our book is made. All right, so there you go. There's your book ready to go. Now let's get this box made. This is a standard box base, so we're going to cut on these little squares here on the ends, our little tabs in the corner. We're going to just cut up one side. And then we'll also go ahead and miter the edges just to make it easier on closing the box. There we go. Almost done. All right, there we are. Now, add a little glue to the tabs. There we go. We're done with that. And then assemble our box. Very easy. We're just going to take the tab and tuck it underneath the flap. There we go. 1, 2, and then these sides. 3 and 4. All right, give them another really good press. I lied to you about being done with the glue, by the way. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to lie to you. Okay, so now that you've got your box complete, you want to take your glue and just apply a bit across the bottom of it. Just like that. There we go. Now we're done with the glue. Okay, now, the way that I did this, I kept the book semi-folded. I brought my box in, and I'm going to push it all the way up against the spine as far as I can, and it's going to leave just the tiniest edge of border on the 3 sides. Okay, so as I'm putting it in here, I'm kind of checking to make sure that it's even on top and bottom, and then I'm pushing it up against the spine just like that. All right, now I'm going to give it a little bit of a press. And then burnish it in nice and tight. And that, my friends, is your box. Now, let's go ahead and put a notepad in there. Tie it shut. Just like so. And then finagle your bow however you need to. And I'm going to need to clip that one side just a little, I think. There we go. There's that one. Come here, bow. Just when I thought I had it, huh? That's how it works. It's okay. And there we go. There we go. And then, last but not least, let's put our little dot on the front. There we go, friends. Nice and easy, fabulous little box. What do you think? I hope that you guys have enjoyed this little tutorial. Wouldn't these make fabulous little teacher appreciation gifts? You know, teacher appreciation is coming up May 6th through the 10th, so it's coming up in just a couple of weeks. You have plenty of time to get some of these made up for all of your favorite teachers. And, you know, you can use them for other little gifts and treats too. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video and the tutorial. Make sure that you check out my blog tomorrow where you'll find the dimensions and the instructions again. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Don't forget to check out my Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and my website if you'd like to purchase any of the supplies. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.